Thank you. Okay, we originally started here in the IoT Accelerator, but one of the biggest issues with IoT is return on investment. And when we pivoted the company about a year ago into energy, big things started to happen. So here's a saying from James Harrington, one of the original gurus of quality management. And he just says, in a nutshell, if you can't measure it, you can't manage it. If you can't manage it, you can't improve it. So what we set out to do at Locbit was actually do that to a commercial building. So how do we do that? Well, most building automation systems that are out there now, and I don't want to criticize anyone in the room, or they're based on scheduling. So I schedule to cool my building before a certain time of the day to eliminate maybe power usage later on in the day when the power is most expensive. That's a typical example. What we do at Locbit is when we bring in all these IoT devices, including generation devices now, we can actually analyze in real time what's actually going on. So the platform itself creates the automations. So that's a big difference. We're taking data in, we're analyzing that data in real time, and then the system is creating the automations that are reducing the energy usage within the building. So we already have some case studies there. A few of our customers, previous speaker was talking about grocery stores. They're a massive, massive energy user. And just in a grocery store alone, just through our automations, we've been able to reduce their energy costs typically by between 30 and 40%. What we have to really understand is how the energy companies, and most of you know this, how they actually charge us for our energy. And that's all based on peak usage. I was with an architect last week who's building a building in San Diego about, well, how do I make this energy efficient? I said, well, you have to look at peak demand, not look at kilowatt usage. So what we aim to do with the platform is basically eliminate that peak shifting, as some people call it, but where it's really flattening and stretching out that curve. How do we do it? We bring in all these devices, we integrate them, we analyze the data in real time, we interpret that data, the system creates the automations, we scale up the platform, and then we constantly measure and adjust. So we completely make up the circle. And that's the big difference with Locbit than anyone else. Here's an example of a live screenshot of a grocery store and some of the devices that contribute. Go back on that. Analyzing all the peaks for the equipment that's installed in the store or in the building. And that's the effect of an after screenshot. We partnered with Panasonic about a year ago, and they've been a great contributor to Locbit. And not only they've been a partial investor, but also we've had R&D money from them as well for many of their IoT devices. And that's, in a nutshell, is Locbit. Thanks for your time.